In their tongue, he is Dovahkiin, Dragonborn.
Alberius, the legendary king. He is the one who defeated the resurrected other, and is the founder of Alberia. He is also the ancestor to the Alberian royal family. In-game, he is a 5-star shadow sword unit, and is perhaps one of the most powerful units ever released. Like many from the Alberian family, his kit is highly dragon focused, but Alberius takes it a step further, in the form of his skills. Let's look into his kit, and find out the source of his draconic power. A few notes before going into Alberius's skills. His skills are very unique, as his skills show Alberius attacking in the form of 2 different dragons. Interestingly, this counts as dragon form, and thus, effects that apply during dragon form can be applied to his skills, as long as he is in dragon form throughout the skill activation. Here are the list of dragon form effects that can be applied to his skills. There are few exceptions though, such as Dracolith facilities, effects that trigger during the starting and ending of shapeshift, and also Gala Lucas shared skill, which boosts the crit rate of dragon skills. His skills cannot be interrupted by purple attacks when in dragon form, though he still takes damage. His skills can also break most enemy barriers instantly, while in dragon form. His first skill, Circlet Dawn, allows Alberius to transform into Hycotonius. He first deals 981% damage, and inflicts Shadow Blight. He then reverts back to human form, and deals a further 1300% damage. Effects that activate while in dragon form can be triggered while he is in the form of Hycotonius, and does not apply to his last 2 hits in human form. With a cost of 3360 SP, the cost is quite low for this amount of damage. Overall, this skill is definitely powerful, with an interesting visual during activation. His second skill, Exalted Inception, allows Alberius to take the form of Hymejard Soma, dealing 2168% damage, and may influx stun. This skill also fills 5% of the dragon gauge, if the attack connects, then return to his human form. This skill costs 5045 SP, again, a low SP cost for a high damage skill. Interestingly, the damage modifier of this skill is a bit lower than his first skill. But, as this skill sees all of the damage dealt in dragon form effects apply towards the entirety of the skill duration. Overall, this skill is also a powerful skill, becoming a lot more powerful in the presence of dragon form effects equipped as Wyrmprints, or in the form of co-abilities. His co-abilities consist of the standard Dragon Haste, and a Dragon Damage Chain co-ability, which is the first time this ability comes in the form of a co-ability, rather than an actual ability or a Wyrmprint ability. Not only does this co-ability work extremely well on Alberius, but also on any shadow unit in the team that is reliant on dragon form, especially Lathna. For his abilities, 2 stand out. The first one is his Shapeshift Prep and Dragon Defense, which fills the dragon gauge by 25% at the beginning of quests, and increases defense by 25% when in dragon form. The highlight of this ability is the Dragon Defense, that applies to his skills as well, increasing his defense while his skills are active. His second unique ability is Dragon's Fierce Rule, which allows Alberius's attacks in dragon form to dispel enemy buffs, which also applies to his skills. This means that both of Alberius's skills also have the ability to dispel. His resistance ability is 100% blindness resist, which is standard, but I personally expected a dual resistance ability on a legendary character. Alberius is definitely reliant on his skills to deal good damage. As his skills can also be enhanced by dragon effects, a dragon build is certainly viable for him. There is also the bonus of the dragon damage from the Wyrmprint affinity bonus, which can be easily achieved with a dragon build. The dragon build can also be supplemented with standard offensive abilities that can enhance him more. For his dragon, let's take a look at Hycotonius first. He has good strength buffs and can increase it further permanently upon shape-shifting. He can also increase the maximum HP after shape-shifting twice. This is a good balance of offensive and defensive abilities, but I personally would lean towards dragons that provide more skill damage. Such dragons are Arson, Catsith, and Shinobi. If you perhaps do not possess any of these dragons, Merishitan is a decent option, but do farm for Shinobi Draconic Essences from the main campaign, as he is the only dragon among these dragons that is actually farmable. For his weapon, the Ishinjan is the go-to weapon, due to the presence of crit rate and attack rate boosting abilities in this weapon. Absolute X is the second option, and looks way more badass. For Wyrmprints, these are what I would personally equip on Alberius, if only I have him personally. Alberius's reputation definitely matches his powerful kit. As the dragon-blooded hero, he activates his skills in the form of high dragons, one of them we actually witnessed in the event story. As the legendary figure frequently mentioned throughout the lore, he is certainly a must-have for fans of the Dragalia lost history. As a unit, he is certainly one of the most powerful, and is one of the most interesting in terms of dragon-focused characters go. Overall, Alberius is an impressive unit, and is definitely a mainstay in the meta. Now go out there and defeat the resurrected other, build up the Alberian kingdom, and let this story pass on to his descendants, which are the present day cast. That's all from me. Moga out.